There's a saying that boys never grow up. Their toys just get bigger. Members of Rail 66 Country Trail, the nonprofit group responsible for the creation and maintenance of a 21-mile bicycle and walking trail along the old B&O Railroad in Clarion County, are proving that saying true. They just purchased this old caboose, and today they need to pick it up from its current location, the yard of Gene Puffy Lander, and drop it off at the Lucinda Railroad station, which is the only original station along the trail. Puffy is one of the many nicknamed characters who are known to most everyone in town. There are a few who probably don't know his real name, but they know his work. He restored the Lucinda station with the help of North Clarion High School students and their teacher, Terry Moore. The caboose has been living on Puffy's land since 2005. When he bought the caboose, it was sitting in the same spot Rail 66 is working to get it back to. It'll be a homecoming.
And we bought this car at auction a week ago, and we're hoping to move it today.
Where are you moving it?
Down to the train station, which is on the trail. We're only moving it less than a quarter of a mile.
How do you plan on moving it?
We have a truck coming up with a special piece of equipment that loads this thing up and hauls it down the road.
Is it like a tilt-on flatbed kind of a thing?
It is. It's like a flatbed on steroids.
Is it designed specifically for a train?
For heavy equipment, yes.
Ah. It's about 9 o'clock now, and the flatbed on steroids was supposed to be here an hour ago. In the meantime, more Rail 66 members have been gathering to offer their help to get the car ready for transport. As they busy themselves with each task at hand, everyone seems to know what to do without being asked or instructed. You can feel the excitement build. Nobody complains about the tardiness of the truck. They just seem to be happy here.
A little bit more. Don't spill my coffee.
Keep going. We need about 2 inches. Vince, grab one of those 4x6s and get ready to chop. A little bit more. That's good, chalk it.
Might need a little more to get it past the flange. A little more.
Got it. There
we go.
Is that enough?
Yeah, he should fit right on the head.
You got it flip.
Okay.
Well, what's going on here is we have this, we're going to take the caboose home. We had, this caboose was over at the train station in Lucinda, and it was moved from there over to here about, how many years ago? When was that moved? About 6, 7 years ago. I think it was longer than that.
08, I believe.
Yeah. And so now it came up for sale, and so we just knew that where it belongs is over at the station. So we got together and agreed to buy it at the auction, and now we're going to move it back, and we'll have it open for display for anybody who comes down the trail.
The board members don't really know what they're going to do with the rail car, according to Landers. He said they have an idea that maybe they'll lease it to somebody to operate as an Airbnb. But that's just an idea. Right now, they need to focus on the job at hand. It turns out that there was a mix-up at the trucking company and the truck isn't going to make it over this morning after all. Nobody seems bothered by it. They tell me if you're not flexible, you'll just spend your life angry. They'll try again tomorrow. I asked Vince if he'd please give me a call or shoot me a text when they know when the car will be moved. He promises he will. Sure enough, at about 10:30, while getting ready for bed, I receive word that the truck will be there tomorrow at 8 a.m. I have to say, that makes me happy. I'm excited to see it all unfold. It's the next morning, and I've made my way back out to Lucinda, back to Puffy's property, the current home of the yellow caboose. No sign of the truck when I arrive. It occurs to me as the same cast of characters from the previous day start showing up for take 2 of their little scene that this is quite a coordinated effort to get a 1930s railroad car from Puffy's yard to the train station. I wonder if Puffy went through the same thing when he moved it from the station to its current piece of track. How did you get it here?
I'd rather not talk about that. Well, I drug it over here with my avalanche to the road up here, and then somebody called the cops on us, and we moved it to here. We had to leave a setup at the end of the road up here, and then I got a hold of Huff.
He then tells me the rest of the story he'd rather not talk about. Eventually, he got the car over to the property and up on its rails. It's been here ever since. As Puffy finishes his story, I look behind and see that the truck has arrived. Vince was right. This is a flatbed on steroids. It's from Barber Trucking in Shippenville. This particular trailer is specifically used to move rail cars. I overhear Vince telling one of the guys. That might be one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Most of the weight's got to be on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
That's not as...
Yeah, this one ain't near as heavy. This one's all metal inside and out.
I'm thinking this is going pretty smooth. And we're going to have that caboose at the train station and set up in about an hour from now. Just watching to make sure we clear electric lines right now.
Yeah, because they're way over height right now.
Yeah, we're tall.
Vince isn't going to be wrong. Things are moving quickly now. In just a few minutes, the car is loaded onto the trailer and secured down. A little while after that, the truck is moving up the hill and makes a right turn toward the station. As they make their way down the road, one of the Rail 66 guys hops on top of the caboose to make sure no power lines are hit. The top of the caboose is over 15 feet off the ground. There's only one set of lines that's lower than the top of the car. The lines are carefully lifted up with a broomstick. Over at the station, the unloading process goes quickly. I can't imagine very many people on this crew have all that much experience moving a rail car, but they look like they know what they're doing. The car rolls off the tilt bed trailer right onto the tracks. Then, a pickup appears and a chain is attached to its hitch. The other end is wrapped around the caboose's coupler. With little effort, the car is rolled down the track and stops right where everyone thought the best spot would be. And now, Puffy's little yellow caboose is sitting next to the Lucinda train station along Rail 66, right where it started. And who knows what will come next for the 85-year-old steel and wood rail car. Maybe it'll be turned into an Airbnb. Maybe it'll be a spot for adventurous travelers to stop and take a picture. What is certain is that it's in the hands of men who will care for it. They'll give it a scrub, a new coat of paint maybe, and eventually it'll become exactly what they decide they want it to be, whatever that is. For now, this group of old boys that apparently refuse to grow up have a real big toy.